Okay, so we're going to start with past tense, what we call regular verbs. Anybody know what does regular mean?
Regular.
What does it mean when you say it's a regular verb? Anybody know this one? I think this came up last week with regular and irregular. I'm not sure. No? It's good to
Regular.
know. Okay, well, I'm going to show you. Okay. So, this is the definition. A regular verb is one that follows the rules. So, in English, we have a lot of rules, and then we have a lot of times where things don't follow the rules. Because, hey, it's English. Right. Hi, Brenda.
Morning.
So in this case, the rule says, you probably know this already, add ed if you want past, right? So walk, right? Walked. Okay. Clean. Yesterday I cleaned, all right? Wait. Yesterday I waited. Okay. So present, just put the ed for past. Easy, right? That's the easy part. Okay. So I have some examples. Yesterday I talked to my brother. I waited for the bus last Saturday. All right. So this part, the spelling, easy. Easy peasy. Okay. The only time you're going to have something different is if you have a Y, like study. I apologize for the ugly writing. Okay. So if you have study, this will change to I. And then ED. So spelling, easy, easy. Okay. Here's where it gets difficult. Pronunciation. There are 3 different ways to pronounce ED. And let me make a note here. This is not only for verbs. This is every word in English that finishes with ed. Okay, you can follow these rules. Okay. But there are 3 different pronunciations. They make a difference. Sometimes it's pronounced T. So the first example I had on the other page, walk in past, is actually pronounced walked. Yeah, so yeah, try that out yourself. You're going to have to say the K and the T. Walked. Then there's D with no E. You don't pronounce the E, you only pronounce the D. So in this case, clean is pronounced cleaned. Cleaned. So like ND together. Cleaned. So again, you can see spelling is easy. So when you're writing these, pretty easy. You just put ED. It's pronouncing them. That's the problem. Okay. Now the final sound, I put it as ID. It's actually id. Id. Uh-huh. So in this case, wait becomes weighted. Weighted. Mm-hmm. So again, spelling is ed if you're writing it. But if you're pronouncing it, weighted. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now they're coming in. Hey, people, you're 11 minutes late.
Sorry, good morning.
Who is usuario de Zoom?
Elena.
Elena. Hi, Elena.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm like, who the heck is there? Hold on. I'm going to change Elena's name so I know who she is. Elena. There we go. Now I know who you are. Hey, Cynthia. Do you want Cynthia or do you want Liz?
Hi, teacher Cynthia.
Cynthia's okay? Okay. Let
Yeah.
me make sure. Okay. So here's the problem. You have the same exact spelling, and this is what you're going to see on the verb, right? When you see it in a story or written, you're going to see the ED. The problem is it's never pronounced ED. We don't say walked or cleaned. Okay. So walk, walked. Clean becomes cleaned. And wait becomes weighted. So 3 different pronunciations for the same letters. Again, welcome to English. All right. All of this information, of course, is on Canvas. Okay. So don't stress about it. When we get to the rules page, I'll tell you if you want to take a picture and have that picture with you, that's fine. Okay. But wait until we get to the rules page. Okay. So here's the big question. How do you know? Hey, Ellie.
Hi, teacher. Good morning. Sorry for coming late.
Yeah, it's okay. Most people are late today. I had what, 4 on time? Okay. Martita, Gesal, Ellie's back, so say hi.
Hi, hi,
You
everybody.
registered just
Hi.
in time.
Good morning.
Okay.
Hi, welcome.
All right. So how do you know which pronunciation to use? Okay. There are rules. Yay!
There
There are rules for this one. Okay. There are some things in English, something we're going to talk about later today where there's no rules, but this one has rules. This one has rules for how to pronounce ED. Okay. All right. So this is the part, pay attention. Don't try to copy right now. Listen and pay attention. Okay. The most important thing is this word right here. Oops. Sorry. Pushed the wrong thing. It's all about sound. This is a pronunciation lesson, so keep thinking sound. What do I hear? Okay. So, for T, if the last sound in present. So you have to look at the verb in present, in this case, walk. All right. So if you guys could turn on your microphones, because we're going to be repeating and saying things. So if you could please turn on your microphones. On. Okay. Now I got a few people. Microphones on. The little red thing in the corner or up there on the phone. Okay. All right. So if I say walk,
walk.
repeat that. Walk.
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 What sound do you
Walk.
hear at the end?
Walk.
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 What sound is at the end of the word?
You
Walk.
Walked.
walked.
Is this one?
ED.
D
No, just this.
walk.
Just think of this in present, right? Hi, Patty.
Right.
So if you think of just the simple verb, the present one, walk, at the end of walk, you hear the K sound, right? Walk,
Okay.
walk.
Walk.
Everybody got that?
Yes.
K at the end. If you have K sound at the end here, then when you add this ED, it becomes a T sound.
Walk.
Walked,
Walked.
walked. And you have to pronounce the
Walked.
K and the T.
Walked.
Okay.
Walked.
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 This will take practice. Okay.
Walk.
This will take practice. Okay. But it's all about the last sound in just the base verb. In this case, walk. Okay. All right. So, next one, clean. The rule is going to be
Clean.
similar. The last sound in present. So if you're saying this word, clean,
Clean.
Clean.
clean,
Clean.
what do you hear at the end?
The.
How does it finish?
And.
And.
Right? So here you go. There's that N. So if the last sound here is N, then this is going to be pronounced, I keep losing my pen, as D. So then you're going to have cleaned,
Clean.
cleaned.
Clean.
Cleaned. Mhm. Yeah, because if you say clean ed to an American, they're going to go, what? Oh, excuse me, an English speaker. Shouldn't say American. We're all Americans, but okay. Yeah. So if you say clean ed or walk ed, people are going to go, huh? Right? Just like if they mispronounce your name, you don't answer because you don't think it's your name.
Okay.
Same idea. Mhm. As an English teacher, I'm kind of used to this because people will ask me about a vocabulary word and I have to say, please spell that. Right? And then once I see the spelling and I pronounce it a different way, then I'm like, okay, and sometimes my student too. As soon as I pronounce it English pronunciation, they go, oh yeah, okay, I know that word. There you go. All right, last one, which is wait. So again, when you say this word, wait.
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 What do you hear at the end of the word? How does the word finish?
T.
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 T. So here, again, the last sound in present is a T. So in that case, you're going to use the id for this. So it comes out weighted.
Waited.
Waited. Waited.
Waited.
In my opinion, you can disagree with me. In my opinion, this is the easiest one to pronounce because it actually gives you that extra syllable and you just change the E sound to the I. And then it's the same. Weighted, wanted, needed. Okay. So in my opinion, that's the easiest to pronounce. Okay. Some of these are a little more difficult when you have to pronounce the two sound the D with another sound that doesn't quite go with it very well. All right. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, if you would like a picture, again, this is on Canvas, but if you would like a picture right now, or a screenshot, take one now, because these are the rules. And then it'll be practice time. All right, we got pictures?
Yes.
I can always come back to it later too if you need me to. Okay. And again, it's also on Canvas, but okay. Helen,
Hello.
we woke up late. No.
Sorry. Because my kids at home.
Oh no. I'm so sorry for moms. I don't have that. All right. Helen, can you take a picture or screenshot
Okay.
before I get out of here? Because otherwise the next page you'll be like, what?
Okay.
Or get the transcribing going. I'll give Helen a minute to get a picture. Helen, you got it? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Practice time. These practices, I actually put the answers in for you. Okay. We'll try the others a little later. Okay, so need. So again, you need to pronounce it in present, just the simple verb. Need.
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 What do you hear at the end? What do you hear?
Need.
The end. D sound, right?
Some.
So it's D, right? So you look at the rule and you look at, okay, here's all my sounds. Oh, there's the D. So in past,
Need.
needed.
Need.
Needed.
Needed.
Yeah, so you add that id.
Needed.
Needed.
Need. Needed.
Needed. Mhm.
Needed.
Last month, I needed extra money for the motel when I was evacuated. Okay. And I needed to go to Walmart and get some really ugly clothes because I didn't have any clothes. Okay. Hey, they were cheap. I even found a Snoopy shirt on sale. Hey. All right, so here it is. If the last sound in present is D, then your past is going to be id. So every day I need, yesterday I needed. Okay, questions here?
No,
Not yet?
not yet.
Wait until we practice, teacher, then we'll probably have questions. Okay. Let's go to practice 2. Okay, so here's the verb. Wash.
Wash. Wash.
Wash.
Wash.
So what do you hear at the end?
H.
T.
Is it S or is it sh? It's sh.
Wash.
Yeah, it's a sh sound, right? Like shh, be quiet. You'd probably tell your children this. Okay. So again, you look at the rule. Okay, here's all my sounds.
Wash.
Oh, there's a sh. Okay, so the sh in past is going to be
Wash it.
Wash it.
washed,
Wash it.
Wash.
not washed. There's no E there. This is the difficult part.
T.
So
Wash.
basically what you're saying is this.
Wash.
Washed.
Washed.
There you go. Yeah, that was good. Washed.
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 Wash.
Last Saturday, I washed my clothes. That's the hardest part, is because when you see the spelling, and of course, you know, we always teach you, oh, make the sounds of the word for pronunciation. But in this case, you would have washed. And people would go, what? What is washed? Right? So the spelling is ED, but when you pronounce it,
Wash.
washed.
Wash.
Mhm.
Washed.
So this week you'll have to look at, okay, how am I, the talking practice, you got to follow this. But the writing practice, it's ED. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Questions here?
No, teacher.
No, for a moment.
We are all girls, aren't we? Wow. What's up with the boys? Women work harder. I apologize to any husbands listening in the background. But women work harder. Okay. All right, practice 3. Play.
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 Play. A.
What do you hear at the end?
A.
A.
Play.
A. Yes,
A.
it's actually A. I put a little note in here. Be careful. It's the sound, not the letter. Because if you look at the word, like people say, oh, why? Why is the last sound? No, we don't say play Y. We say play. A.
Play.
Gotta go by sound, not spelling. Sound, not spelling. Okay. So again, if we look at the rule and we look at our sounds, there's the A.
Play.
So it's going to be like D.
D.
So how are we going to say this in past?
Played.
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 Don't pronounce the E, only the D. Played.
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 Played. Mm-hmm. Every day I play. Yesterday I played.
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 Okay. Okay. Questions? Oh. That was the last one. Okay. Okay. So, again, you all know a lot of past tense already, right? I'm not worried about that part. Let me put this up one more time. It's the pronunciation, right? And I'm going to repeat this so it's on the recording. But we're working with past tense this week. So that's what we're looking at, past tense verbs with ED. But any word that finishes in ED will follow this rule. So even it's an adjective like interested. Okay. Interested. Because interest. Again, I apologize for the ugly writing. Interest. T sound. So when you say, I am interested, follows the same rule, even though it's not a verb. Okay. So everything with ED will follow this rule. So that's kind of nice. All right, let me get out of here. And I'm going to stop share for a moment. Let me pull up my verb list. My apologies. I forgot to open this one this morning. And now my computer is moving slowly.
It's Monday.
Teacher.
Yeah, it's Monday. There,
I
thank you.
just-
Thank you. Now I have an excuse.
Teacher, I can just listening today, please, okay?
Sorry?
I will just listening.
Aye. Again?
Yes,
We're doing
sorry.
pronunciation.
I
I guess we got to figure out how you can participate a little more. All right. Anybody else? Tell me now before we get to the practice. Anybody else that cannot talk? Okay. I'm gonna have to change my groups. All right. Let me pause the recording for a moment. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with the T verbs. I actually put the ED on here. But remember, this is based on what it sounds like in the present. So, for example, if we just say in present, dance. Everybody repeat that one. Dance.
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 What do you hear at the end? Dance. Right? So here's your S.
T.
So it's going to be pronounced as a T. Exactly. So we're still going by the rule. Like I said, I've just separated them for you since we're just learning them. Okay, so what I want to go through is pronounce all of these with the T sound at the end. Some are pretty easy because like dance, danced is ST. Those sounds go together well. Other times it's not so easy. Okay, so if you could just listen and repeat. Walked.
Walk.
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 Mhm. Talked.
Talk.
Talk.
Talked.
Talk.
Talk.
Yeah, you have to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk.
Danced.
Dance.
Dance.
Danced.
Danced. Good. Mhm.
Danced.
Okay, this one I consider difficult because you have to say S, then K, then T.
Ask.
Asked.
Ask.
Asked.
Ask.
Ask.
Asked.
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 Yeah, you might have to say these slowly until you get used to them, and that's okay.
Ask.
That's just like when you learn to pronounce anything in English. The first time you pronounce something difficult, you have to go slow. And then as you practice little by little, it gets better, right? All right. Baked.
Baked.
Bake.
Baked.
Baked.
Bake.
Baked.
Bake.
Brushed.
Brush.
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 Yeah. Brushed.
Brush.
Wash.
Washed.
Wash.
Wash.
Washed.
Wash.
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 Watched.
Watch.
Watch.
Watched.
Watch.
Watch.
I know.
Watch.
Watch.
It'll be like a little drum set or percussion in here today. Yeah. Brush.
Watched.
Oh, sorry, watched. Okay.
Watch.
Wash.
Stopped.
Tap.
Stop.
Stop. Stop.
Stopped.
Tap.
Yeah, not stop ed, because people will go, what is that? Stopped.
Stop.
So you cannot pronounce that. You actually have to change that to the t.
Tap.
And it's hard, right? Because you're reading the word and you're going, it looks like stop ed. But it's not. It's stopped. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. This is why I said go slow. Definitely go slow today. All right.
Stop.
Kissed.
Kiss.
Kissed. Kissed.
Kiss.
Kissed.
Kiss.
Kissed.
Yes. Yeah.
Helped.
Help.
Helped.
Help.
Helped.
Help.
So you're
Helped.
saying the L, the P, and the T all together. Helped.
Helped.
Help.
Help. Help.
Now, does anybody know what that word is?
Nah.
Just the present?
Loud.
Loud.
Laugh.
Loud. Loud. Loud.
Loud.
Loud.
It's actually pronounced like F. So if you go back to your rule, here's the F sound. Again, it's about sound, not spelling. Sound, not spelling. Sound, not spelling. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is going to come out like FT. Laughed.
Laughed.
Laugh.
Laughed.
Laugh.
Laughed.
Get that T out, Brenda. Laughed.
Laugh.
Laughed. Laughed.
You guys are
Laugh.
actually lucky we're on Zoom because in person I have to tell my students try not to spit on your partner. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that.
Laughed.
All right.
Type.
Typed.
Type.
Typed.
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 Type.
Typed.
Mhm.
Tapped.
Typed. All right. I did two kinds of look. Do you know the difference? Look at and look for.
I don't know.
Anybody ever seen that? Okay. So look at is just really like look, right? I am looking at my students.
Ah.
You are looking at the verbs. Okay. Look for is when you lose something. Right? So, for example, I can't find my keys. Where are my keys? Okay, I need to go look for them. Look over there. Look over there. Look, is it in my cabinet? Okay. That's look for. So when you lose something and you have to go find it, that's look for. And then look at is just like almost like see. Okay. Yeah, Brenda?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
All right. So the pronunciation for this will be the same. Okay, just a different preposition. So looked at.
Look at.
Look
Looked
at. Look at.
There you go.
Look at.
Good. Looked for.
Look for. Look for.
Looked for.
Look for.
Good. Okay. All right, let's try the D's. Okay, so these are all D sounds. Again, this is my opinion, but some of these are easy and some are not. When it's ND, okay, that's kind of a natural together. But some of the other ones are like, OMG. All right, so here we go. Cleaned.
Cleaned. Cleaned.
Cleaned.
Cleaned.
Opened.
Open.
Opened.
Open.
Opened.
Now, another note with this, because you are learning this, your sounds actually need to be a little stronger than what I pronounce. Okay. Your sounds will like relax a little as you learn them. But at the moment, so for example, opened, right? When I say it, I can say opened, open. There's a little D there. And an English speaker will hear that. Because you are learning it, I suggest you do it a little stronger to help you remember the correct way to pronounce and make sure that it comes out. Okay. So it'll be a little different than the way I would pronounce it, talking to my friend or whatever, but that's okay. Again, it's like anything you learn to pronounce in English. Slowly and a little stronger at the beginning. As you practice, your pronunciation will relax, but it takes time. Okay, now take a look at this word. What is that?
Close.
In present.
Close.
Close.
Close. It's not an S. It looks like an S, but when you
Close.
pronounce it,
Close.
Close. Close.
Z. Close.
Ah, close.
Close.
Sounds like a
Close.
Z.
Close.
That's why it's in the D column.
Close.
Because it's
Close.
spelled with an S, but it's not pronounced like an S. It's pronounced like Z. All right. Closed.
Close.
So you have to say Z and D. Yeah. Closed.
Closed.
There you go. All right. Changed.
Change.
Changed.
Change.
Change.
I know.
Changed.
Harder one. Delivered.
Delivered. Delivered.
Delivered.
Fred is over there going, no way, I'm not going to say that.
Delivered.
Some of these are harder. Okay. Practice, practice.
Delivered.
Delivered.
If I can learn to say I am a teacher in Vietnamese, okay, y'all can learn this. Okay.
No, no, no.
I gotta get Helen to teach me some Chinese. Because that's hard. Oh no. What is the welcome is it Huan Ying? Huan Ying?
欢迎
What? See, it's tonal. Okay, say it again.
Welcome 欢迎 欢
Huan
迎
Ying.
欢
Huan
迎
Ying. So you have to do this with your voice.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay. Back to English. I'm an expert in that. Okay. Enjoyed.
Enjoy.
Enjoyed.
Enjoyed.
Uh-huh.
Enjoy.
Okay, again, S, but it sounds like Z. That's why you're getting the Z. Okay. Exercised.
Exercise.
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 Exercised.
Exercise.
Exercised.
Okay.
Exercise.
Explained.
Explained.
Explain.
Explained. Uh-huh. Listened.
Listen.
I listened to my teacher.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen. Listen.
Listen.
Moved.
Move.
V and D. Not easy. Yeah.
Moved.
I moved to the United States 2 years ago.
You moved. Okay.
Played.
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 Remembered.
Remember.
Remembered.
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 No, no, no.
Replied.
Reply.
Replied.
Light.
Studied.
Study.
Studied.
Good.
Studied.
Here's another S that sounds like a Z. Used.
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 Good. Okay. ID verbs.
What?
Okay. Like I said, to me, these are the easiest ones. Because you just add the extra syllable. You just don't say it like E, you say it like I. All right. Counted.
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 Needed.
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 Needed. Yeah. If you already know this, you can say it a little faster. I'm trying to do them slow. Okay. Wanted.
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 Wanted. I wanted more chocolate. Okay. Visited.
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 Invited.
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 Hated.
Hated.
See, now you can say it properly. Yesterday I hated my husband. Here you go. All set.
Hated.
Hopefully Gasal's husband is not listening because he likes me. Painted.
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 Attended.
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 Started.
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 Somebody lost their internet. Okay. Waited.
Waited.
Wilted. Wilted.
Elena's back to Usario.
Sorry.
At least I know who you are, so that's okay. All right. Planted.
Planted. Planted.
Planted.
Planted.
Decided.
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 Decided. Right.
Decided.
Decided.
Ended.
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 Included.
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 Avoided.
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 Good job, people. Mhm. Okay, so we're gonna go into the practice. Let me stop the recording for this part. Okay, so part 2, we're gonna talk about what we call irregular verbs. And irregular basically means not regular. So this is not the ED. Some of these you already know. Okay, probably a lot of them. So the idea is just to review and practice the ones that you don't know. So irregular verbs, these do not follow the ED rule. Okay. So for example, the one you probably already know, everybody knows, is go. Right? You don't say yesterday I goed.
Yeah.
Right? Today I go. Yesterday I
Goat.
went.
Went.
Right?
Went.
Yesterday I went to the store. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And that's why it's irregular. There's no ED there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to look at some of these. Okay. So there are no rules for irregulars. I'm so sorry. You just have to learn them one by one and practice with them. That's all you can do with these. Okay. So irregular verbs, they just change. Sometimes they just change a little. So for example, today I come. Last week I
And.
came.
And.
Right? So it's just an A, not an O. Right? Came.
Come is present, came is past.
Exactly. Every day I come to Zoom. Last week I came to Zoom. Right? Okay. Sometimes the verb changes a lot. So if you have every week I buy milk. Last week
Uh,
I bought.
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 Uh-huh. Oh, yep. Bought.
Last week I bought.
So in this case, the only letter that's the same is the B. All of this part is different. Welcome to English.
Bought.
Okay.
Went.
And then our famous example. I have no idea who invented this. Seriously, how do you go from go to went? There's like nothing similar at all. Again, welcome to English. So every day I go, yesterday
I went.
I went.
Went.
Mm-hmm. And finally, this is the final one. A few verbs actually have the same, they're exactly the same in present and past. Same spelling, same pronunciation. Okay. So one example is put. So if I say I put my phone on the desk, yesterday I
Put.
put my phone on the desk. exactly the same.
How can I know when it's past and when it's present?
Depends on the sentence. So it's like if you say, okay, so every week I put my lessons on Canvas. Every week, that's present. But if I say last night I put a new assignment on Canvas.
Ah,
So it's context. Yeah, what we call context. So you have to look at the whole sentence, the whole idea,
okay.
right? So it's just like the same if you ask your friend, where did you put your drink? Where did you put the paper? Oh, I put it on the desk. Okay, you know that she already did it because you're asking. Right. So it just depends on the situation. Okay. So here you go. The only way to learn these is practice. There is no rule that says, oh, verbs that start with a C change like this. No, there are no rules at all, unfortunately. It's just practice and learn. Just like you learned go and went, it's just practicing them. Okay. Only way to learn these. Okay. Ignore that. That was my other class. Okay. All right. So for this, I actually did not give you the past forms. Okay. What I'm going to do, I can't give you the whole list in Canvas because it's kind of long. So what I'm going to have you do is practice. Sorry. I'm going to have you practice these. Okay. You have permission to Google or look at a dictionary or look it up on your phone, ask your partners if you don't know the past.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't put these because I want to see how many can you get in your group just by talking to each other, helping each other, and then how many that you have to look up. Okay, because that'll give me a good idea of okay, in the future, as we go through different modules in the summer, we can practice these little by little, right? I can put them in little by little. Okay. All right, so take a picture or a screenshot if you want one.
有的。上周五的电脑。有的。上周五你还没给我看呢。
Helen has bilingual children.
我没看。Yeah.
Does she speak English too?
Yeah, she can speak English very well.
Exactly. For children, so easy. For adults, we are like, oh no. But
Yeah.
children, man, they're like little sponges. Okay.
CGP is not crazy. She say I study is very easy.
Yeah, for children, it's easier.
CGP is not.
Okay. So as I said, this week we're doing present, past, and future, like all of it in 3 days. Plus practice. It's a lot and it's fast. Summer classes are faster because we are, as teachers, I am supposed to do the whole semester in 10 weeks, not 16 or 18. Okay. So it does go faster. Okay. But remember, and my returning students can tell you this, you don't have to change levels at the end of summer. You can stay in level 3 for the fall where you get the whole class, right? And then change to 4 in January. Okay. I have 4 or 5 people here that were in my class in the spring, and they're like, no, I need a little more before I go to 4. So remember, you have that option. Okay. So don't feel like, oh my God, I have to learn all of this in 1 week. Okay. Breathe. Okay. So let me show you what's on here for now. Hold on, I gotta mute Giselle because she's talking to her husband again. Okay, so here we go. So past tense, present, and future. You will have practices on all three this week. Okay. And then there's a story that uses all three tenses. There's no discussion this week because I really want to concentrate on the verbs. Okay. So here is your regular verbs. That's the first thing we did today. So spelling rules, it's basically ED. If you already have the E, then you just put the D. You don't need an extra E. And this is what I talked about where Y changes to I. Okay. So that's just spelling. So when you do your writing practice, here is this that we did in class today. That's right here. So you can open it. If my computer cooperates. Really? Okay, it's still processing. Okay. You can also download. So if you want to put a copy like on your computer, you can. This is another website that has more information if you want to do extra. And there's a lovely video on past tense pronunciation. Okay, really nice video. She speaks slowly, gives examples. So here are the rules. Okay, that we did today, the T, the D, and the id. Okay. And then I gave you a list of regular verbs. So here's the ones that we pronounced earlier. Okay, so that's on there too. So again, you have 3 pages of information in just one assignment. Okay. Irregular verbs. I did not put the PowerPoint on here because it's really not going to help you because there are no rules. But I gave you some examples. Changes a little, changes a lot. Same. Okay. Again, a video if you want to watch and listen some more. Here's the verb be. What Brenda was just asking about. So the only difference with be is there are 2 forms. If you say I, he, she, or it, it's going to be was. If you say you were, you, we, or they is were. Okay, so that's the only difference there, is you have 2 forms. Most past tense is just 1 form for everybody. So if you say went, it's I went, you went, he went, she went, they went, the dog went. Same, same, same. This is the only verb where you have 2 different words. And don't worry, this will come in time. And again, I gave you a big list. I put them in present and past. So these are probably some of the most usual irregular. Drink becomes drank. I drank coffee this morning. Okay. So a big old list for you. Okay. It's like 3 pages. Okay. Negatives and questions. We did not do this in class, and you do not need this for the practice, but I want you to have all the information. Okay. So take a look, read it. We will get into this later. Okay. But basically, negatives and questions are easier because you don't have to change the verb. For negative, you just say didn't and then go. You don't change the verb. Questions, did, and don't change the verb. Okay. Like I said, this is for information. It is not necessary for the practice. Okay. Some of this you might already know. Just take a look at it. And like I said, we'll go over it later. Here's your practice. It's pretty much exactly what like you just practiced with your classmates. Except this time, instead of saying them, you're going to write them. So, past tense questions. Answer incomplete sentences. What did you cook last weekend? Answer. Somebody.
I cook it.
I
Cooked.
cooked
I cook a mashed potato.
mashed potatoes. There you go. Right? Keep it simple. It's just practicing those past tense forms. Some verbs are regular, some verbs are irregular. Okay. I put a little note up here. As you work, think. Which verbs do you know and you could just answer the question immediately? And which ones did you have to look and say, what's the past for this? Right? The ones you already know, okay, you're good. The ones you had to look for, okay, those are the ones I need to practice. All right. So like I said, it's basically the practices you just did. You're just typing the answers instead of saying them. Okay? And that's it right now. I know it's a lot of information. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.